This past week has been a total nightmare for my agency. Our entire cold email machine stopped working, and the worst part is we didn't even realize it was broken for several months. Now there's still hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of emails that are lost to the abyss, and our team is actively trying to salvage whatever we can. I am making this video so that you can learn from our mistakes, and if you don't watch this video, then this inferno of a fire will certainly happen to you, I guarantee it. Now at this point, you probably have a couple questions. Question one. How did you not realize that your cold email machine had been broken for months? Don't you even check your analytics? And question two, how does Lead Gen J, someone so smart and so good looking, not anticipate what was going to happen? Well, let's find out. Okay, here is what happened. As you probably know, we send a lot of cold emails, more than 1 million every single month between our two agencies. We have over 1,000 mailboxes, each sending 50 warm-up emails every day and around 30 cold emails every day. All of the incoming mail that we receive are forwarded to our main inbox, hello@otterpr.com. And our team uses a tool called Missive, where they can collaborate and assign tasks to different team members and virtual assistants, all on the same mailbox. The reason behind that is we can have 4 people responding to different emails or the same email, and we know who's doing what. And all of the filters that we have within Missive, within Gmail, take care of all the warm-up emails and all the spam emails to keep the inbox clean. And this system worked great up until now. Or at least we thought it was working great. It actually wasn't. Here was our big oversight. I'd love to know in the comments if you knew about this before watching this video. So of course I knew that Google and Microsoft and just about every other email provider have limits for how many emails you can send per day. I believe most are around 2,000 per day, although we try and not hit those limits. That's why I always recommend about 50 emails per day tops, just to stay way under those thresholds. But what I did not know was that there was a limit on how many emails a mailbox can receive. So take a look. Both Google and Microsoft have these limits based on receiving. So Google can receive 60 emails per minute, 3,600 emails per hour, and 86,400 emails per day. And the reason most people don't know about these limits is because they're absurdly high, and most people never have to worry about hitting these limits. But what happens when you have 1,000 cold email mailboxes sending 50 warm-up emails every single day, usually within an 8-hour time span every single day? Well, that's 50,000 warm-up emails over the course of 8 hours, and that's leaving out all of the other emails that are being received in a given day. And what happens if you hit these limits and emails stop coming to your mailbox? Well, instead, they get added to an imaginary queue somewhere that you can't access, and nobody can tell you when those emails are going to get delivered and if those emails will ever get delivered. We had thousands of interested replies that should have been forwarded to our main inbox, but instead we're stuck in this imaginary queue. And of course we checked our analytics. Our Instantly data was showing tons of opportunities and replies because we were getting those replies in the Instantly Unibox. They were going to the according mailboxes, but just not being forwarded. But nobody was monitoring the Unibox. And no one knew anything was wrong because we were still getting a ton of interested inbound emails to our main inbox, just not as many as we should have. Okay, so what did we do about it? So we now have our team going through the Instantly Unibox and cross-referencing the interested emails in the Instantly Unibox with the emails in our main inbox that they were supposed to be forwarded to. If we realize that it was not forwarded, meaning we have an interested reply in the Instantly Unibox, we do not have that same reply in our main inbox, then we're going to reply in Instantly and give it a tag so that we know that we replied. Now, while the team's doing that, we disabled all of forwarding so that we could make sure that we received all the important emails, because we couldn't have client emails and stuff being throttled. And then we had to figure out a solution that we're going to do going forward. Do we just keep forwarding off and use the Unibox and retrain our entire team? This could work, but we like to reply from our main domain, which has a BIMI record, which means it gets a blue check, and our whole team collaborates and they're trained on Missive, and it works really well. Do we try and find an inbox solution that does not have receiving limits? So we reached out to a bunch of companies, and we did find some companies that told us there was no receiving limit, but I honestly didn't believe them. They have probably never encountered the numbers like we are doing. If you're looking for a way to scrape unlimited leads for one low one-time payment with 0 monthly fees and 0 export limits, Lead Sniper is the sponsor of this video. This is how I scrape Google Maps for leads. It takes minutes to set up. They have awesome live chat and dedicated support. And like I said, there is 0 export limits. There is 0 monthly fees. You pay once and you can export leads forever. All you have to do is go to leadsniper.com, linked down in the description, sign up for a free trial, and see how this works. Again, you can get this up and running in minutes and never have to worry about paying monthly fees for leads ever again. So thank you, Lead Sniper. Go and check out the link down in the description. It's an awesome tool. Now, back to the video. But after sitting down with our executive team and going over some of these possibilities and what it would look like to retrain the team, I had an idea. Now take a look at my screen. I want you to save this video for next time that you're setting up your cold email mailboxes. This is going to protect you from dealing with this same exact issue as you scale your cold email machine. What most people do when they're setting up forwarding rules, and this doesn't matter if you're using Google or Microsoft or one of your private servers that you're using to route mail, all of them are going to have forwarding rules that you're going to set up. And most people will simply go to forwarding and they'll say, forward a copy of this email to the central Unibox. You're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to create a filter. Within Instantly, if you come into a mailbox, and right now I'm in email accounts, all of them are going to have a warm-up filter tag. So you're going to want to use this correctly, and here's how you use it correctly. You're going to grab that tag, and that tag should be the same automatically for all of the mailboxes that you have in here. You can also create a custom tag if you want to. It's not necessary. We don't. So go ahead and copy that tag. Now again, I don't care which mailbox solution that you're using. What you're going to do is this. You're going to create a filter. In Google, this is how you do it. You're going to say doesn't have. Make sure that you put that tag in parentheses. So if the email does not have this tag, you're going to create filter, and then we are going to forward to that address. So it's going to forward all the emails that don't have that warm-up tag. What you definitely don't want to do is set up filters that's going to affect your warm-up emails at the mailbox level. So for warm-up emails, you want the warm-up to work, which means it needs to be in the inbox and it needs to be marked as important. It needs to be taken out of spam. So it's important to note that you do not delete or archive your warm-up emails, because this will destroy the warming process. So all you're going to do is only forward the emails that are not warm-up emails. So the result of this, now only the interested replies are getting forwarded to your main inbox. The warm-up remains unaffected because all of the warm-up emails remain in the cold email mailboxes that you set up, and they're marked as important, and they're sitting there, and they're not getting forwarded. Now the mistake that most people make is this. Imagine this is my central mailbox where all of my team is acting, all of the emails are coming in. What most people do is they use that warm-up tag to create a filter at the central mailbox level. So they'll create a filter that says, look for this warm-up tag, create filter, and then archive it, or they'll move it to a label so that it's out of the way in the inbox, and you only have to create that filter once. So it makes it really easy to do, and this is the mistake that most people make, because all those warm-up emails are still coming in to that central mailbox, and they're still counting for the receiving limit. And you don't have to worry about them because they're getting filtered away, they're out of the way. But as you scale up, you're going to hit those receiving limits. So instead of doing it this way, the old school way, where you're just setting the filter one time in the main inbox, you're getting them out of the way, you're setting the filter at the mailbox level to not forward warming emails. So listen, I know that this is nuanced, and I know that this issue probably isn't affecting you yet, but it likely will as you scale up, because cold email does work. Once you get it to work, it's going to start making you absurd amounts of money. And the only thing that you should do as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, is lean into it, invest more into it. And as you scale up your machine, new issues arise. And this is one of those things. Do this in advance, and I promise you it's going to save you a ton of money in the future. So if you liked this video and you got some value of it, you didn't know this before, please like it. It helps the channel a lot. And it encourages YouTube to show you more videos that make you money and not videos that just distract and entertain you. So thank you again. And if you haven't already joined my free school course, I've got over 100 videos where you can learn lead gen and cold email. It's linked down below where you can join. And we also send you 8 million free leads so you can start cold emailing with $0. Enjoy that. I'll see you in the next one.